Meteorologist Matthew East here with you in the Weather on the Ones Forecast Center. This is the January 19th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here. Had a wonderful day yesterday. Really some very nice weather for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Another pretty nice one today, but weather changes taking place, and there'll be certainly a couple of different weather changes over the next couple of weeks. First of all, let's look at temperatures here. These are 4 a.m. temperatures. And it's still a very mild pattern all across the southern tier of the United States. Lots of relatively mild air, certainly in a lot of places out there. And we're going to have another day today with highs in the low to even mid-60s in some spots. The satellite imagery showing a little bit of cloud cover that's been pressing through our region this morning. That's with a pretty weak upper-level disturbance. That cloud cover in and out, though, pretty quickly. And we'll see a lot of afternoon sunshine on the way today, along with those mild temperatures. Now, this is the water vapor imagery from the western part of the country out into the Pacific Ocean, and it's just a train of storm systems lined up one after another, and each of those sort of slamming into the western part of the United States. Already there's been a lot of flooding and mudslide problems, snow in the higher elevations, and that type of problem is going to continue. There's the radar this morning. A lot of that down in Arizona in the higher elevations is snow. Another system just out of the radar range, just about to pound California today. Watches and warnings, a couple areas of some winter weather advisories. Those are the yellow outline counties. Pretty minor in most spots through the Midwest, but the bigger deal is out west. And those red counties, those are winter storm and snow warnings that are in effect, heavy snow warnings. And down in the lower elevations, you have flooding watches and warnings that are issued due to this El Nino really flexing its muscle. The active southern branch of the jet stream is really certainly kicking into gear. So let's get into the modeling. This is the 6C run of the GFS today. Again, a very quiet day. We'll see highs low to mid-60s after some morning clouds, a lot of afternoon sunshine. Tomorrow, I still think a relatively quiet day, although probably a good bit of cloud cover with us right in advance of this developing storm system. Rain tomorrow in the Tennessee Valley and the lower Mississippi Valley, and that rain will be here maybe as early as tomorrow night, but certainly as we get into the day Thursday. And the setup here really unchanged. High pressure in northern New England and parts of southeastern Canada, wedging down the eastern side of the mountains, and that's going to make for a chilly rain in the favored cold air damming regions as we go through Thursday. It still looks like some spots will struggle to get out of the 30s there in the northwest Piedmont. And at best, probably around Charlotte, low to maybe mid-40s. It's going to be a chilly rain. And the northern foothills, I can't completely rule out there being a little bit of ice involved for the northernmost foothills, but I really think probably even there, this winds up being a mostly rain event. So the rain will be with us Thursday, and the heavy slug of moisture begins to push away on the GFS Thursday afternoon, but still some lingering showers at times Thursday night as the upper level energy ripples overhead. And this looks like another pretty good soaking. Again, many of us could wind up with over an inch of rain, maybe over 2 inches in some localized spots somewhere across the region. So another moisture-packed southern branch system set to roll on through the area. All right, then we get toward the weekend. I think for Saturday, first of all, Friday, probably a lot of lingering cloud cover. It's still relatively cool due to that residual cold air damming and clouds hanging around. Saturday doesn't look too bad. We probably warm up toward the 50s for highs Saturday. And then our next pretty significant system rolls in. Here's Sunday. This is 7 p.m. Sunday on the GFS. And notice at that point in time, you're looking at a pretty strong primary low up around Lake Michigan. Lots of warm air advection ahead of that system. So it could be a pretty mild day Sunday. And then by late Sunday or Sunday night, we'll see a pretty good area of rain move through. Maybe some embedded thunderstorms with that activity as well. And it looks like that's the system that sort of begins our transition back toward a colder pattern overall. Probably nothing brutally cold as we get into next week, but here we are on the GFS. This is back on the 0Z run, 7 a.m. Tuesday of next week. That is pretty chilly in much of the central and the eastern part of the country. And let me show you a couple different things. This is the European model all the way out at 240 hours, so this is next Thursday evening, the 28th. And common feature on both is this building western North America ridge. That's the European model. That's the GFS. And while there are some differences, notice both models, you wind up with this ridging in western North America, and on both models, still an active southern branch of the jet stream. And so we take it out through the couple different frames here through the 0Z GFS run. That's pretty cold air out here around the 29th or so of the month. And another storm system rolling our way right around the 1st of February. A lot of cool year round. So I think we are heading toward that pattern that we've been outlining here of, as we get toward early February, colder pattern, probably keeping the southern branch of the jet stream active for at least a while. So winter not over by any means. Enjoy the mild weather coming up today and tomorrow, as gradually over the next week or so, we're going to be stepping back down toward a colder pattern as we approach early February. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.